Hey guys, this is Currywurst speaking, and today we have already come pretty far into this campaign, and what we are seeing right now is a sharp downturn again in the economy, and this time this correction will be a bit larger than the last two, I fear, and we are not looking forward to that, but we do have a lot of goodies in production or in engineering. And this is going really well. The Ep.10 is still selling, even though it's like 8 years after its design. And the Westfalen just started production, which is going really well so far. We are just about selling out in Gazmere and making almost 15 million a month. So that's not too shabby. Also, we do have the Hockenheim and the Dresden in engineering, and the Hockenheim will be appearing early 1980, and the Dresden will be our first premium / normal luxury vehicle, which isn't that high up the ladder, and it's a medium factory producing them, so we're expecting lots of cars and lots of profit once we start selling. But the whole project cost us $1.3 billion. Which we of course right now don't have. So we do need to make a lot of cash in order to satisfy all these new projects. But right now we are looking at waiting about a year or so for the Westfalen to sell nicely, and then we are going to design a successor for the Westfalen, maybe a Westfalen Mark II or something, and see where we go from there. And as we can see here from all the green in the market sizes, the recession in Gazmere was very short-lived and things are looking up again. Let's see the region economy graph as soon as we get the yearly report. And yeah, 15% plus. The markets are growing like crazy. Paid a little bit of taxes, so we are making profits even though we have those big projects in engineering and probably the first one in construction too. And wow, look at that, just this minor, pretty sharp dip, but now it's going up again, and maybe it's trying to reach new highs, but overall the trend is flattening out a little bit again. I wonder what the next year will be like. We need to keep an eye on that. And we see that we have another year here until the Hockenheim goes live. And the Dresden even more than that. But we do need a follow-up for the Westfalen, our main super luxury vehicle right now. And I think we need to get into designing that now so that it won't be all too late. And I think we are going to use the same body type, at least, as we did use for the new premium vehicle. And that is a pretty good basis for it. We can just extend it as much as we want so that it has an even larger footprint, which gives even more prestige. And we don't really care about weight that much. We do want to put a larger engine inside though. And that can be... I don't know. It must be a V12, otherwise it's not that prestigious. And... full alloy, of course. Just putting a vent on there. So we're going for a new V12, and maybe we do need to advance to new heights in capacity, just to scare our competition a little bit. And I'm not so sure. Do we want to use pushrod again? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a super large engine pushrod. Not out of cast iron though. Although I think we might be losing a bit of prestige soon. Oh, not prestige, a bit of reputation soon if we continue this trend of making full alloy engines which aren't that reliable back in the days. Yeah, I think we can risk it for this one. Let's make it large, just to make use of the alloy too. So how about almost 6.5 liters, or exactly 6.5 liters? That sounds good to me. hypertactic cast. If we now have access to freeway catalytic converters, that would be useful. On the other hand, they just cost more, and these guys can pay the taxes for... they definitely can pay the taxes for higher emission standards. We don't really care there. Oh, one thing we could put on that would be awesome to give us a little bit more prestige is a turbocharger. Although we don't really want the power, and we do need the drivability still, so... I'm not so sure that's a good idea. A smaller engined vehicle would be a good idea to have a turbo on, but this large one... Although we might just want to strangle it with it, have constant power, but make an electric engine basically, constant power over the whole rev range. So now, naturally aspirated it is. But oh shit, man! With our tech pool, look at that! Our tech pool unlocks multi-point fuel injection if we want to. Now that is a new thing for us. Do we want that though? I mean, it's nice and all, and probably gives us quite a bit of reliability, but then... Tech pool penalized, quality -3. Ouch. Ouch. So we would have to put 3 in here to make it equal. Yeah. Let's try that though. And we do have the freeway catalytic converter, and that is helpful. Doesn't cost us nearly as much power as the two-way, the old shitty two-way catalytic converter. And now we start to make a little bit more power too, as traffic in general is going a bit faster starting in the 70s and 80s. So we do want to have not only a battleship, but a battleship that can sail on the Autobahn, I guess. Reliability is reasonably high, and that is probably due to the multi-point fuel injection system. Oh wow, okay, no, this is because of knocking now. So multi-point does help us with the octane rating, obviously. And it's all looking pretty good. I don't think we need twins, no, certainly not. Maximum power, currently, almost 700 horsepower. And I think the maximum power on the twin setup has a number wrong. I've always thought it would be 1337. We need to fix that bug, my god. We can strangle the engine a little bit more to create a better torque for luxury vehicles. Not that much, but this seems reasonable. 219 max, and we are having 228 horsepower at 4,400 RPM. There are some news here. So one thing is really nice, that we are now going with 18-inch rims, because these tires can be, or these wheels can be massive. So 18-inch does fit in there with 215s, which is all we need really. And we do have over here luxury cassette is now available. And when we use it, we only use free tech pool. So we do want to put back in a little bit of quality to make it reliable, but that is all. So we now can effectively use this setup and be ahead of the competition. So still, we're going for a 2-seater option because of how broken the balance is for the seats right now. But then our standard super high-end hydropneumatic setup for the springs. And a very comfortable ride, just like Willy Speck said in his original design papers from 1945. Alright, look at this comfort rating. That's rather impressive. Almost 77 comfort in 1979. Oh well, that's design year 1979. But that is looking very good so far. And I think we're done with suspension tuning here. We don't have any bottoming out. Let's go over to the brakes. They are almost good as is. And do we lose much more if we amp them up? Nope, but we do need to get rid of this here. That is far too low braking power for the rear, and that's much better like this. How's the gearing doing? I mean, we are still on our 4-speed automatic, and that is doing well. We don't have any fancy differentials yet, and overall, I think we are done with this car. Of course, I would make a convertible version if that one actually worked and had a proper flag set and not just a thumbnail indicating it and the model actually being modeled to be a convertible. But that one doesn't work, so we have to jump over that and skip the convertible category for now and just go ahead into engineering then. Oh, the engine! My god, that takes a long time. Oh... 4 years, 4 months. Let's put this one up then too. And it's because of our new fuel system. That takes a lot of time. Of course. Damn it. But what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? I don't know. 4 years, 4 months. Still, we gotta live with that. And now we want to put this into the Westfalen producing one. Yep, that's correct. That is correct, and I don't think we have to upgrade this one at all. It's already at 80, yeah, that is really good. Total build cost 41 million, that's just for the tooling change. It's getting a little bit expensive now because it's at a higher level here, has a high automation level, then retool also is pretty expensive because you have to change all this retooling of 80. It is quite a bit. Can we build enough engines? 23, 26, yep, that is a non-issue. And now we should probably put up the shifts a little bit. 3 shifts, do we want that? Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's build 30 cars. There we go. 30, 30. Very good. And now, what? Well, that's 0 markup, obviously. So we could sell all these cars. But now let's take a look what we could sell at higher markups, at the correct markups. Yep, it's vanishing. It's vanishing. That's not that many. Luxury. This is in Gasmere. Oh, so 180 is a little bit much for this one. Let's get back and get those buys in. 16 here in the luxury segment. That's what we are going to aim for. 18 there. Yeah, and a few in GT. That should be doing well. Our faithful GT premium buyers. They are still our favorite category to sell to. We can sell 4.5 cars out of 4. And we do have a massive amount of competitiveness in luxury premium in Gasmere. What does it look like in Fruinia? Oh, that's not much worse. And what we do want to see here is the sales. Well, it's 0.0 per month. But well, that's probably a car per month or something. No, yeah, right, this is per day, so this is about a car per month probably. This sells into the convertible super category. These buyers certainly like the googly eye, like with googly eyes, the massive comfort they are getting here. So as this is the same body as we are using for the Dresden, I think we are calling this the Dresden Lux or something. Or the Dresden just L for Luxus. Well, that means that we could use the Lux even for the German sounding name there. Yeah, let's just call it the Dresden Lux. And that can be confused with the German word Lux as well, which is the lynx. So that makes sense. But that would be spelled with CHS instead. So this is our Hyper. No, it's not our Hyper, it's our sedan. And there won't be another version of this one. We're just going with this. And oh yes, we are selling all the cars. What does an extra 10% here mean? That's probably better. So So, shall we go with this one? Sounds good to me. And Frenia can sell a few of these too. 27 million a month at a mark of 142%. That's neat. And we do have monthly costs, which are pretty high. 12 million, but that's not something. 15 million, that's about the current profit of the current productions. So, sounds good to me. Overall, it just takes 10 months to break even for this one. We are going to produce for about 4 years, so nice profits in there. And now it's getting full in this list. Let's close down a few which are out of date, like this one. And let's see how our 1980s products sell. Because we can advance to the 1st of January 1981 now, and then for the next episode consider what we are going to do as updates for the Hockenheim and for the Dresden. Ouch, look at this, how our money is disappearing. This is because the factory upgrades are now kicking in and craving for money each month. Wow, that is 100 million each month. It's crazy stuff. The markets, by the way, are expanding like crazy. This will be a nice big uptick. Ouch! Yes, we just lost 350 million for all these projects we had in production, or for some factory upgrading that was going on. And I'm very much looking forward to Hockenheim to kick into production so that we can get a little bit more money in from that. But it will be, we will be getting close to zero here, I think. Oh yeah, not even close, but probably into the negative from what that looks like. And now first month of production is coming, and we do have the Hockenheim, of course. Oh, minus. And how much do we sell? Should be going pretty well. Oh yes, we sold all of them. And we made 27 million just from this batch. That does bode well for our future. And look at that. Of course, we have the best score there is. Yeah, we are always dipping into negative and then coming up on top after we sold the cars. Oh, we're just about right here with our calculations for how much production we can amp up and what would be too dangerous to do. But now we do need to start to sell the Dresden as well to get back up into shape. That is our big cost right now. And just 2 more months of this jumping around to negatives, I think, and then should be all good with the production of the Dresden, pumping out the cars. And we do want to see how the what? Look at this! Oh, wow! Now the economy is shooting up. So when I back here somewhere said, yeah, I think it's going above 1. Yeah, that was correct. That was correct. And now, come on, up. I forgot about that check. And the Dresden is now in production. And there we go. Wow, that's how many cars sold. That's amazing. And we did cover all the regions. Let's see what this... Woohoo! Yep, we are covering a few more segments now than previously. That certainly is the case. We are covering the full luxury segment and the convertible premium. The premium category is all ours very soon. We can expand on that a lot. And let's wait for the tick of the year and then wrap things up for today. And we made a loss of 307 million this year. We had huge costs though. Revenue was very high too. And now we are just shooting up in cash. And we want to think about how we want to dampen that by new designs, new elaborate designs. Okay, so in the next episode we need to look into a new hypercar, because this one is then getting old, and it certainly is loved by all the Florinians. If we head over there and see what we're selling, wow! This is a superb market coverage, but what you can see here also is that our hypercar selling and the use of alloy instead of steel has cost us a little bit of reputation. Ooh, yep, it's heading down, and the prestige factor is heading down as well, but it's still very good. So overall I'm really happy, and so is Willy McSpeck. And I think we call it a day here. And I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.